That one hits for 30. And it sets up a Houston first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. And the Titans opting for a 50B, a nickel set 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Titans are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Spears on the give, headed right. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 16. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Shotgun now for Levis. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and short yardage, Levis. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He stays, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. On the option, here's Mixon. And he gets him around 6 there. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Even after a solid 6 yards on that play, still a long ways to go here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Stroud now. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Connection made to Dell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Texans are gonna have a first down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Stroud. Cut by Diggs. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They motion Dell over left. They're gonna run here, it's Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's gonna show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line with this deep.
Touchdown, Houston! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans cut the lead down to 10.
Texans 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Levis. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Motioning the tight end left. Levis throwing again on 2nd down. Brought in by Burks. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They motion a receiver left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Takes off right out of the read option. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they could see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give to Pollard on the option. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Levis from the shotgun. Short pass brought in. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. To throw again on 2nd down. Levis. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And it's a gain on the run, down to the 23. It's a 6-yard gain. They're going to have 4th and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Dell with the grab. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Schultz with the catch. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing is Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He's on the move. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. From the 36. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He's got him. That's Mixon. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Texans down by a very unlucky 13. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Stroud. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Looking to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has his man, it's Mixon.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera play. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans get it back to within 6.
Texans 14.
They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
So now here comes the Titans on offense. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation,
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Like 54.
Back to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And their defense does it. They take it back for a touchdown, and we're all tied up. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
They have this try now to put them in front late. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
Titans 20.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. After that pick, here's Levis. Got a man, Spears has it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Here he is to throw. Okonkwo brings it in. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. That'll be complete to Burks. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Right 13,
On the handoff, this is Spears. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. That one is good! And the rookie hits a game winner in his first NFL contest. So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.